What's going on, track and field family? Welcome back to another episode of On the Mic with Marshall. This episode is gonna be a update episode, so I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on with me, what's new. So let's go on and let's get started. So for starters in track and field, with my track and field stuff, I have competed 3 times this year. Starting back in April, I went to Mount Sac Relays and did very well. I had ran the 100. I didn't run the 200 there. I just ran the 100, and I opened up with my season's best in the 100. So that was good. One of my fastest season openings to date. And then I came back to Florida and I ran down in Orlando at a AAU track meet. And that meet was more about working on executions of like popping out the blocks. And when it came to my 200, it was to work on my first 120 and run through. I ran very well and very consistent. And then I just came back from Mexico, as many of you know, just came back down on Tuesday. And in Mexico, I actually done very well. In the 200, I came back and ran very consistent. Had my fastest season open ever in the 200. Usually the 100 has always been like my baby, so I've always been able to like get a good start off in the 100 and just go along with the 200. But this season has been a little different. I actually got off on the right start early with the 200 and really been consistent with my training and very consistent with the 200 this year. Coach Tony McCall and I have really been trying to work on the 200 because he said, Marshall, if your 200 is good, then your 100 will be amazing because it's shorter distance. So with that being said, the 200, I'm excited for the things that I can do in that. I officially got classified to be a T35F, which means I can compete in the field now. So many of you do know that I decided to throw the shot put this year. So I'm gonna be able to actually compete in it and actually get a mark now that I actually got confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but classified as a F35. So I'm excited for that too. So I might throw it at nationals or I might wait till next year. This depends on what coach and I decide. With nationals being almost 2 months away, we don't want to do too many different changes knowing that we have nationals in 2 months. What else has been going on with me in track and field? Not too much. Like everything's been consistent. I don't post as much of my workouts no more. Not because I can't. It's just I've been focusing so much this year on the small things and the technical aspect of my running that I really haven't had time to record any practices and things of that nature. Okay. Yep. So that's pretty much been going on the track. Off the track stuff. I officially graduated from UCF to be a certified life coach. So now I have that under my belt, personal trainer and life coach. And in life coaching, I'm a general life coach, but I specialize in health and wellness, business, career, and finances. So that's, if anyone out there needs a life coach, hit your boy up, I can definitely get you there and help you hit some goals that you want to hit. What else been going on? My brothers got married. 2 of my brothers got married. That was exciting. One was married last month and one was married this past weekend. So it was kind of a fun experience. My brother who got married in April, I was actually in his wedding and was able to, enjoy that moment and experience that. It was a little of a headache. I'm glad it's over with because of just going through the stress of being in a wedding. But once I done it, it was like, yeah, I could do this again. But now that I went to my other brother wedding yesterday, I didn't have to do anything with that. It was more of just show up and sit in the audience. And I said it. I'm perfectly okay with that. So, that's what's been going on with me lately. I do have more interviews coming with more people. It's just been my schedule's been compact with training, traveling for track meets, and then family obligations. That's why I haven't been posting too many new interviews with people. But I do have 2 interviews coming. One from our good friend and Paralympian Toby, and another one named Desmond. So that will be coming soon. I just have to get the time to actually sit down and do the interviews with them and actually get a chance to do it with them and get their schedule and my schedule together so everything can go as smooth as possible. But when I get those interviews done, I definitely will have that for you all. What else has been going on? Nothing. No, it really ain't too much. Really not too much. I will be competing maybe in 1 or 2 more track meets before nationals, so that it's gonna be exciting. So we just have to go. Me and Coach McCall has to sit down and decide if I'm gonna compete in anything before nationals. But other than that, nationals will be my next meet if we don't find anything here in Florida or find anything that's worth me actually going to. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode of On the Mic with Marshall. Remember, the video will be posted on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See y'all guys later.